Mm.
One of these is too bright. We're on.
Hmm. Indeed. Hello, peoples.
4 minutes late because I was trying to fix my necklace. That's too long for this. Damn it. I have to get my B shortened.
Hello, kitty, says Fuzzy.
Hello, Fuzz. We both realized it. I realized it earlier when I was getting ready to take a shower, and Papa Cat realized it when he got out of the shower. We're beat like dogs.
Arr, arr.
Oh
Hello,
my.
D Savage.
Hello,
Oh,
D
we never
Savage.
framed me. Am I framed okay?
I'm so tired. I forgot that she was sitting over there. It doesn't suck.
Okay. It's okay. Left, right, up, down,
Smiling.
whatever. Who
Whatever.
cares?
Exactly.
And we're both, if you change to the web page view, you can see both of us now, if you decide to do that for future.
I'm trying to turn the lights on. Then I'm going to go back to the page. Thank you. I was talking about the one on the television.
Oh,
I'll just get up and walk away and make you do it for the rest of the hour.
our top story tonight.
Our top story tonight.
Yes, Fab Daddy, we made it back. Papa Cat drove like a maniac, and we got back, what, 45 minutes before
That we
I
expected,
expected?
yes.
Yeah.
And I was just too tired at that point because my ears were just. So there was no way in heck that I was going to do one on the way home. Besides that, I was watching YouTube at the club. So
He's been listening to comedy, the comedy channel in the car, which helps.
yeah, on the way home, which helped immensely.
Yes.
And I closed my eyes because I love Papa Cat.
But
He drives like a freaking maniac or a old lady. There's nothing in between. So he's sitting there weaving in and out of traffic, and I'm just like, I just either got to look out the side of my car or the car, or I just have to close my eyes. Well,
Cat has a lift foot.
yeah. Well, it's not constant though. Sometimes he drives like my dad, 45 in the slow lane, and uh. So if I started looking around, then he started looking around. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna close my eyes. Let's listen to the comedy channel.
We say hi to Fab Daddy and D
Hi,
and
Five Daddy. Hi,
Fuzz
D. Hi. I
and
said hi to
everybody
Fuzz.
else.
I
Yes.
sacrificed a virgin for Fuzz. So
Yes. We're glad everything worked out.
yes, hard. I keep telling you, it's really hard to find a virgin here. So that was important for me.
Mm. And even harder to get one that's willing to give you their blood.
I know, or sacrifice it.
Yeah, that's these days people are hesitant, suspicious. What do you want it for?
Yeah. What do you want it for? I
It
don't
better
want
be for a good cause.
just a blood. I want the whole virgin. Give me, give me.
Papa
Um,
Cat say it ain't so. Everything ain't so.
exactly.
D.
About to put you on the big screen.
Ooh. Oh, us. Okay.
Uh,
Wow, there's all the brain fog videos that we
oh
should
yeah, no, they're
there.
real.
Yeah,
That's why I
yeah.
have to like go, oh my God, what am I doing?
Mm.
There I am. Oh, I look so wonderful like that.
Uh,
Fine, you're gonna join me in this there you go.
ah,
So why is it okay, here it goes. It had the little spacing thing on it. So I thought we were gonna be doing the brand new ones tonight, but or today, but
ah.
His Highness was going, so we're
Uh,
gonna go on your phone? I'm like,
I
no,
can only do one thing at a
we're going to do it
time.
here.
Yeah.
He was gonna do it after he got out of the shower. Realized he was tired. He hasn't moved from that chair for like 10 minutes.
So those of you who were noting that it was very windy at the org on
Friday.
Friday, we may have a solution to that.
Yes.
So next time you're at the org, which will be
Tuesday.
Tuesday, cross your fingers, and we'll have a better audio solution.
If I don't try it from here.
Yes, which is
So,
entirely possible.
yes, yesterday I went on a total rampage on Old Tifa and channeled some of the Pinata Clubhouse on my snark. Um, and always thank MLH that I found them because I was really mad and we were driving on our way to Sacramento because it felt a little weird driving to a club when your president bombs a country. But the weirder part was,
What, it was a flashback? No.
yeah,
Oh, it was a flashback
for you,
for me because uh, I don't remember the date, but in 1990, when uh, I should, which can I say we? No.
no, I didn't know you.
Yeah, the president at the time took us into war with Iraq, Operation Desert Storm. And I remember the night that started, I was also at a club. I wasn't working, but I was at a show in the area. And I know the performers well, and they had to go on stage and explain to the audience that they felt weird performing under circumstances like that. So, yeah, it was a flashback to 35 years ago.
Yeah, it was weird. I came walking down the stairs and I see that look on Papa Cat's face. I'm like, what? Because that look is, you're not going to want to leave the house.
It was borderline there for a few minutes.
Because I was dressed, kabuki, the whole nine
Oh
yards.
yeah, yeah.
And because I wanted to go, I thought it'd be fun. And I looked at the television and went, my brain went immediately, do you want to sit here by yourself or do you want to die where he's going to die? No, swear to God. I'm a Cold War kid. I grew up, I said this all in Antifa. I grew up um, thinking about where the bombs were going to land because in Oakland, there are 7 major military installations in the Bay Area, all within 50 miles. And we
Yep.
didn't know at the time what is now Onizuka next to the NASA was the former CIA major hub too. So
Yeah. Had this been going on back then, we'd be getting out
we,
of Dodge. Or
well, no, just waiting. 14
yeah,
minutes. That's
yeah.
how long it'd take me to die when I was 14 years old.
We'd be what, drinking champagne and what did you say?
That doesn't have anything to do with you. That was mine.
Yeah. Okay.
You talk about what you'd do if you knew the bombs were hitting. I said that I would have a bottle of champagne glass, and I'd be sitting next to or sitting, leaning against a library. So if I was going to go, I was going to go in style. So we don't talk about that. We don't talk about where we would be or who we would be with. And one of the things that we like to talk about was, and it's what I thought of too. I want to die with you in a nuclear disaster. That was like a love note thing, but it was serious. Weird way. So my brain just immediately went back to that again. And that's why I was like, nope, still going with you. Besides, I have a ton of makeup on. So got to the club. He DJ'd. I did my old Tifa thing in the middle.
If you want to go see it, it's on the old Tifa channel.
It's on the old Tifa channel.
It's a
It's
live video or, recorded live video in vertical fashion,
in vertical. Yeah,
about an hour long, maybe.
I think so.
A little,
It
yeah.
took as long as we got needed to get from where we were going to Sacramento,
So it's a road trip perspective.
but it's very snarky.
Yes. And part of it we had the speech on
Yeah,
until Scooter Mom said
until Scooter Mom said
she
you
couldn't
couldn't handle
stand it.
it.
And it's like, can you please turn that down?
I was like, no problem.
Yep.
So I sat at a chair or at a table that I took because it was an anniversary night. So he basically volunteered last night because I had to buy a table.
It was kind of a wash. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It was still worth it, obviously.
Okay. And so I'm in this corner table by myself, overlooking because it's like a few steps up on a computer the whole night, sitting there staring at my computer. The DJ comes and sits next to me, plays elbow games with me for an hour. And occasionally somebody who knows him will come up and say hi. And I'm still, I was looking for lipstick.
Yep. Hello, absolutely, Jason.
Hello, absolutely,
Hello,
Jason.
good vibes.
Okay, let me read back through this.
Yes.
Back from your drive, yes. Are you kids responsible for Rip Guy's hangover yesterday? Yes. Well, we're not responsible, but we were there.
Oh my God.
Oh, I knew he was going to have a hangover.
Boy, word gets out.
Uh-huh. Uh, thanks, guys. How are cats in the cat's chair? Yes. He He set it up there like that, and I'm too tired to like make him move it. So he's like, "Do you want me to sit next to you?" I'm like, "No, that's fine."
Yeah, I know. Did that yesterday.
Papa Cat likes to dance in war. It's how he copes. I buy that for $1,
Yeah, I'll accept that answer.
even though he dances like a DJ. Guy DJs can't dance.
Oh yeah.
They're infamous for
Yeah.
not being able
Think
to
of
dance.
Elaine on Seinfeld.
Yeah, yeah. Guy DJs, that's why they just sit there and be funky because they
Hmm.
live.
Did you see there was a? Could you see me from a distance? For the setup that I was at, that was like my position, the other guy, the center where the mixer was, and then the
Watching you, he kept reaching
maybe
over at one point.
it was the worst layout.
I thought so.
Knowing how it is now, I would have swapped with the other guy so I wouldn't have to do all this leaning.
But you have the arms.
Yes, but there was a pole like just to my right, and much of the time my stance was, you know, holding onto this pole and like punching things. I don't know what that must have looked like.
It's take a picture.
Yeah, I mean it was cool to be able to have something to like hold, but it must have looked weird. Not a typical like,
Was that your teddy bear?
maybe, rave DJs are like they're just doing this all night, and I'm like,
Goth DJs just sit there and be cool.
yeah, exactly. They are not the whole Tiesto, you know, what's up, party people? Goths don't
They
do
go,
that.
"Why are you smiling?"
Yeah, I was smiling too. Anyway, you had to be there. Hey, Clark.
I was very excited at one point. He had one of the videos playing on the really awesome projector. That
I
was
just asked her
amazing.
which one that was, and she
Yeah.
knows.
Um, and he had it completely, perfectly
Music sync to
synced
the video.
to the video, and it
Yeah.
was awesome. And the minute the sync broke, I'm like,
Oh, yeah,
boring.
it had nothing to do with that,
Yeah,
but
he had nothing to do with it. It was
ser
just something that was playing.
serendipity.
Yeah.
That's a five-syllable word.
Yeah. Hi, good vibes. You watched the whole thing, okay?
Really? No kidding. Good vibes did check in.
They did.
Okay,
They
they did.
did.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I hope you enjoyed it. Boy, was I snarky.
It was catharsis, let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's why it's like I think I'm gonna start using Ultifa for what I wanted to use it for part of the time, which was just getting on it and go, what the hell is wrong with
Yeah.
everybody? 'Cause it's pretty much what I did. So I don't want to wait until midterms. Was it we should get in there and get rid of his ass now. And if this he thinks it's a one and done, he can kiss my butt. Those are the reasons I went on. I'll do it again. I was just too tired on the way home. I was like, I went to get lipstick, I lost Chanel. I went to go get lipstick, I went on MAC. You hit them way too many times and then they just kick you out. And I'm like, I spent 4 hours looking for lipstick. And there was a legit reason because my favorite Chanel is crumbled because of the move from the wet city to the desert. So,
Up, top chat. I
oh,
I I forgot again. Where's Big Giant Head?
he's right there.
Oh, he is.
I thought I just
No,
saw
no, no.
him.
That came from Bob.
Oh, I thought I saw him.
Yeah, no, that was Bob. Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
I know that's the worst feature of YouTube
I know, I wish it
is
wouldn't.
is top chat being the
No,
automatic
it's
setting.
not the worst feature because that way they'll become members.
Okay, never mind.
We're just not self-righteous enough to make people go to Top Chat. Isn't Rip?
Right.
No, Aaron's responsible for everything. Don't you know
Yes,
that?
yes, exactly.
Yeah, we're not taking responsibility. So there. Yeah. Chief Pritikin says, "Can't you sit up straight during a briefing, Jolson? After all, the political espionage office could command every good man's respect."
Clark, do you want your French fries or not? Just move along. This is the drive-through.
French fries. Ooh. Why? What do you want? This is what we go through literally every
The
day. It's what do you want? No, what do you
the,
want?
the beef beef thing.
We'll talk.
We'll talk.
Um, Basler added, "We put your file through one of PEO's personal brains, Jolson. You're not the best man in the Chameleon Corps by any means." What is this from? I know this.
You got us stumped, Clark. We're just having a tired day, or
No, we're tired.
yeah.
We're tired. I am not doing a damn thing after this.
Oh, now he's throwing more at us.
Hold on. Hello to all and sundry, he says.
Yes. Hello, Sundry.
Jason says hello. I was wondering about Top Chat.
Yeah. So were we.
I couldn't fix Top Chat on the vertical yesterday. So that was the
Yeah.
bummer.
Verticals have pros and cons. One of them is a lot of the controls
Or I
don't
just have to
don't show up.
or I just have to go find out how to work it.
Yeah.
Um
RTFM.
I like that part, said Jolson, being the ruler of that jungle kingdom. I like outdoor work. Later on, Murdstone, you spent 2 months being a baboon, continued the junior chief. I know this!
I'm too lazy to look it up. Pizza with linguiça?
That was a mistake now that I look back on it. Your Beetlejuicing Adam, is he here yet? Nope, not yet.
You give him time.
Adam, big giant head, big giant head,
Remember,
big giant
he
head.
watches every YouTube stream at once, so
Right.
he might not have the bandwidth
Pizza
on a Sunday.
linguiça. Believe it or not, our round table near us is awesome.
And we can walk to it.
It's such a pain in the butt that there are 50 million pizza places around here, and Round Table is the best. And they also don't try to put, what are they putting in them lately? Yeah, you thought pineapple was bad. Scallions and green
Oh, okay.
tomatoes and
Yeah.
pickles and uh, was it yellow onion, red onion? Uh,
You've been able to get exactly what you want from there.
yeah, no, but other
Yeah.
places they put so many freaking
Oh, yeah, yeah.
things, and then when they did the cilantro, I'm like, we should try Round Table.
Yeah. Traditional, normal pizza things.
Yeah, we went to a real, pretty close Mexican restaurant yesterday in Sacramento, and um, it was trying to be modern. And I asked the guy what I ordered. I said, "Can I have it without cilantro?" And I'm like, "Here we find out if it's a real Mexican restaurant." The guy comes back and goes, "Yeah, no problem." I'm like, "Thank you,"
Yeah.
because cilantro is a thing made up by white men. I'm one of those people where cilantro tastes like aluminum foil. So you can get anything in a Mexican restaurant without cilantro, unless it's like pico.
Love pico de gallo.
I had some weird thing. I called it the what is it? Cervece? Is that what that is? The cocktail that the gets cooked. It cooks the shrimp.
You're asking me?
I thought you understood. Oh my God, we fit Sports Center again.
No.
Yesterday when I was talking about it.
Oh, do you know that YouTube actually held your message for approval, even though all you said was Adam, Adam, Adam? Maybe, maybe if you repeat this one word in all caps followed by an exclamation point, YouTube thinks it's you're swearing.
Well, I've had three messages held by the Pinata Clubhouse.
Oh, that you have been
Never
through.
went through.
That never really.
Mm-hmm.
And are you okay?
And that's bad. When I get
Yeah, you who I swear last night or as we were in the car, I'm like, she's on old Tifa. Oh my God, she's gonna be swearing like a sailor. And it took you like 25 minutes before you even said the F word. And I think you only said it once.
let's see, I'm looking it up the white
On old
Mexican
Tifa,
shrimp
we don't care about
cocktail.
monetization, clearly.
Cocktail de Camarones. It was like a made cocktail de Camarones. It was cooked shrimp with all these yummy things. It was an appetizer, and I can only eat appetizers now anyway.
Yeah.
So it was an appetizer with cooked and butterflied shrimp and avocado and onion and a lemon tomato sauce. And I mean juice, tomato juice. I think they even said it that way, tomato juice. And it was awesome. I was so bummed because I thought they had freaking tomatillo sauce, and it's like that's the cheap way to do things nowadays. And I'm like, I'm not gonna like it here. And then I saw that I wanted to try it, and I went, "Ooh, that was
I had a
really
taste.
good."
I actually
Yeah,
like
I
it.
even gave him a
Yeah.
taste. Um, so I found something to eat in Sacramento. You have to make sure you tell that promoter there that we'd be willing to go as long as it's not a storm weekend.
It's
We are never driving in a storm up to
the
Sacramento.
name. You want me to give the name of the place?
Sure.
It's called Centro Cocina Mexicana.
It's good. They
on
serve
on J Street in Sacramento at 28th Street.
it's trying to be like Californian in a way and trying to be Mexican in a way. The only weird thing was they served steamed rice.
Yeah, I was expecting Mexican rice, and I got white rice.
And that's not normal. Uh their pinto beans were pretty good. Um Not great, not horrible. So that's good. Because I was going, we're in Sacramento. Can we have a decent Mexican place now? We've not been able to find one in Alameda.
And we
Anyway,
were hungry because we hadn't eaten anything since
I was hungry
the
because it
middle of
was
the
that
night.
time of the day. He was hungry because he didn't eat. The chameleon core and other shape changers. What's that from?
I saw that.
San Francisco SF writer. Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. I'm still
Okay.
slightly stumped.
Now I get it. All the Pinata Clubhouse messages get held. Yeah, but three of mine have not gone through.
That means the moderators saw but didn't let it in.
One had something to do with a hand. Um,
Okay, then what we're saying
and
is
that's just
maybe it was
because
justified.
it was no, I said that I read a certain word as something else. Um, Also available for reading on the Internet Archive. Okay. Um, what else? I can't remember the other two, but the one I'm like, I'm not surprised I didn't make it through because my brain did go to like Hoville for that one. Um,
So you're not exactly complaining. They're like, okay,
I've just always come off the impression which I make with a lot of people that I'm supposed to be so darn proper. And then I go find the Pinata Club. Doomed.
yeah, more people to blame.
Yep. Not me, not me.
Hmm.
Live chat converted to the Baha'i faith in 1987. Hello, big giant
I
head.
think someone one upped you on the top chat score.
Yeah, someone got it before you. You're
Yes,
late. You're
I know.
almost.
Yeah, Bob alerted us before you did. We did it, chat. Autumn Carmona is here.
Yep. See, the problem
Yay.
is that I said big giant head 3 times, so that means my brother's going to text me soon
Right.
because he's the
He's the
original.
original
He's the
big giant head.
OG big giant head,
OG BGH BGH.
and that came from So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Right. No offense, Adam. Live chat was involved in a rat game. Oh my God. Yep. Come on, keep them coming. Keep.
Oh no, my story for Iraq is where I worked was had a lot of service reserve in it, and you got used to them all going away or sometimes different times to go do their 6 weeks or 2 weeks or whatever the hell they do during the summer, and heard about it, saw it on TV for the next 8 months, I think, one of the big screens in front of us. Left work, came back because I worked the swing shift at the time. It was a 24-hour desk. And out of 50 people, 25 are gone. It was the creepiest thing I'd ever seen. And realized at the time, it was like, we were sort of told, don't cry, don't act nervous. And I'm like, well, I'm supposed to act like I'm in the freaking military? And my boss is like, yes. They didn't want us to scare anybody else. And we were pretty much a whole woman desk. So, and
Yeah.
this was 1991? Yeah, 1991. So
Yeah.
that's when they did tell us what to do. Not that that's changed, but hi, y'all flying by to say hi. I clean my closet with mom. Okay, weirdo.
Oh, I missed that one. That was who?
I still have stuff I have to send you. Hi,
Oh, okay. Oh, hey, Carrie Ann. Okay.
mom.
Yes. Hey, Carrie Ann's mom.
Ceviche. Right. Okay, thank you.
Ceviche.
Uh, let's see. Live chat converted to Baja. Yeah, I did. We did it, chat. Yep. Live chat was involved in. All right, okay. Yeah. This is the best Beetlejuice chat ever. Yes.
Yep. The power of
What did
multiple
we used to
multiple
say?
brains.
We didn't say the power of Christ compels you. We used to say something else. But what?
Well, yeah, we see that
But we used to
in
say something
exorcism.
else.
I
We
mean,
say like the power of
oh, a
pi.
variation on that. Oh,
Uh,
okay. Oh, we had very many variations on that one.
it's something
The
like
power of cat compels
yeah, the
you.
power of cat compels you.
Yep.
Yeah. because only goths make The Exorcist and The Omen really funny.
And they're great to fall asleep to.
Not the monkey part.
Oh my God. I know. She's she's trying to fall asleep, and what do I burst out with? Uh, do you go to your car in the morning and discover it's all covered in monkeys? We have a product that can fix that. It's called Monkey Be Gone. Just apply it liberally to the outside of your car, and poof, no more monkeys. Works like a charm. And this is as she's trying to go to bed. All of a sudden, she cannot go to bed, cannot go to sleep.
Then some domestic violence happens.
Yep.
I tell them not to do
If you haven't seen the Omen movie,
it. You'll
watch
be
it just for that one scene. Monkeys attached to the car.
monkey be gone.
Yes. And nowadays, all I have to do is say monkeys, just the one word, and she, yep.
Okay, I could do this.
I thought that was. I'll make sure that's one of your thumbnails one of these days.
But the monkeys?
Yeah,
I don't think we have the monkeys.
I have the picture. I'll send it to
Okay,
you so
yeah.
you can use it as a thumbnail.
So, so YouTube can go, oh hell no.
uh, yeah, figures they would block it because
I'd go Scientology. Do you have problems with monkeys?
yeah. Well, what's one of is it Carrie Ann's favorite phrases? Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Yes, it is
Yep,
my circus, and they're
yep,
on my monkey, and they're on
yep,
my car,
yep.
and it's a station wagon. It's a blue station wagon, isn't it? That's what also was
It's not
funny.
blue, but it
Oh,
is
I
a
thought it was
station
blue,
wagon.
but it is a station wagon, so
Yeah,
it's like I'd have problems with monkeys.
yeah. And supposedly Lee Remick was genuinely terrified because she was in the car for
with
part of the filming.
with the mother monkey.
Yeah, the way they made the monkeys act like that was
They put mom in the
they
front,
put mom in the car, and it
and
made
the
them all freak
monkeys
out.
went bonkers.
Yeah,
They didn't have CGI back then.
Richard Donner, great director.
Crazier than a rat. But okay, let's see. Well, he asked Fuzz if you Beetlejuiced him. I think we all did.
Yes, and it worked.
Um, I didn't top chat. I live chatted. Oh, okay.
Oh, the elevator
Monkeys.
scene is from the second Omen, Adam, but still, you're right. The second Omen is
You mean the one with the adult?
the one with Meshach Taylor as a doctor, and he discovers that Damien has Jackal's blood, and he has to go tell his colleagues, and he gets in the elevator, and he gets decapitated in the elevator.
Ah,
Yeah,
see, they
that's
all
in the second
blur
movie.
after a while.
Yep. Yeah, Adam knows how it is.
The ones I remember the most are the ones we all make fun of. Um,
Oh, that's student bodies, isn't it? Yeah.
Shirtless. We used to do that constantly. I didn't even think about it either when I started doing it. I just started doing it. Ah, ah.
Punky Brewster gets deported. Okay.
I am behind you.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. We did. I felt it summoning from the netherworld. Good for you. Huey Lewis says the power of love.
Eh.
Is this what love bombing would be? Love monkeys. Let's go sick some love monkeys.
What's a love monkey? Don't you have
Monkey?
uh,
No.
I thought
No, I actually don't like monkey stuffed animals. I don't have
I think
any.
Marilyn got you a crochet monkey.
Oh, uh,
So a flying monkey.
yes.
Right.
There it is.
Okay.
It's the only monkey I have. I don't like monkeys. Stuffed animals.
Was that a song by the Boomtown Rats? I
I
don't
don't
like
like them.
monkeys.
Tell me why.
Yep.
I don't like
Monkeys.
monkeys. That is a song to perfectly come out about a 13-year-old girl when you're 13. Boy, my parents almost took me seriously. Then they knew better.
I did like the second Omen movie, Adam. So I agree with you on that one.
Um, was that when he was an adult or when he?
He
Oh,
was
he's in
he's a
school.
teenager.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He kills his half brother. He
Right.
kills or not half brother, but his
See what
cousin brother.
see what military school do to you?
Oh yeah, that one's pretty brutal. It's like how can we top the number of deaths in the first movie with the second movie?
But we can.
They came pretty close. Yeah,
Before they really couldn't. The first Omen was just supposed to be more scary.
yeah,
Then Friday the 13th came out.
yeah. William Holden really wanted he was offered a part in the first movie, but he turned it down. And then it was so successful that he said, "I'm not going to turn down a chance to be in the second movie."
Yeah, he had a
That's
young bride
that's why
then.
William Holden is in it. Hmm?
He had a young bride then. Stephanie Powers.
No kidding.
No kidding.
Ooh. Did you hear that, Carrie Ann? Boomer trivia. Put that on the list.
Okay, let's see. Monkey. Conflict with Iran, Salvadorian death squads. I'm all for the 80s nostalgia, but this is ridiculous. No, especially on the way home, almost got me like firing up old Tifa. That Putin has been helping the Ayatollah get stuff together.
Uh-uh. Uh.
So what did Putin do to the orange guy to get him angry unless the big Bible money people convinced him that he was the second coming, and so he wants to finish because that's also why they wanted him in there again. And I was asking Papa Cat last night, I know this. There is no reason on this planet that I should know any of this crap, and I do. So the elevator seems way worse than monkeys, yes. Great anime both infuriates me and frightens me. Okay. Punky Brewster gets deported.
Yeah, it's a movie I'd
Did I
pay to
miss
watch.
this?
Yeah.
Ah, debilitating cycle of chaos. That's the town that dreaded sundown.
Oh, okay.
That was the one with the pillowcase guy. My dad came in with a pillowcase when I was
Oh,
in bed
geez.
with a hammer
Um,
and did the stance.
yeah,
Stance. That's how he always knows.
yeah.
And I just started screaming. My mother comes into the bedroom and goes, because then I'm laughing. My mom comes into the bedroom and goes, "You get out of here and you go to sleep."
He was a sick man. Still is. He's still with us.
I've managed to hide my sickness very
Yep.
well until the Pinata Playhouse. They've brought it back out. My dad's amused, that's for sure. I
You
was making
think?
my dad laugh on Friday,
You
that's for
think?
sure.
Yep.
Let's see. I love the scene where Damien defiantly recites historical dates. I barely remember that.
Yeah, he's in the classroom. The
Right.
teacher pulls him aside, like, "All right, Mister Smarty Pants, what's the date of this and this and that?" He like just knows them all.
I think me and my dad did that for my mom.
Love Trafalgar, Julius Caesar's assassination.
Fourth.
Yeah, yeah. Oh God. Okay.
Maybe that's why I know so much, is because it was just to mess with my mother.
Yep. You think?
I was everybody's play toy, trust me. My brother and me, my cousin and me, my dad and me, my uncle and me. That's probably why I retained so much.
Uh-huh.
Tony Wilson produced the Happy Monkeys. I could believe that. The Happy Monkeys.
He's being snarky.
You're
Happy.
supposed to put not, remember?
Yeah, exactly. You're supposed to put false in
Yeah.
parentheses. He means Happy Mondays, and I'm trying to, I think, correct him that it was Martin Hannett, not Tony Wilson.
I don't think he was that way on purpose.
Not. I'm, I'm trying to out Adam, and it's not working.
They were definitely signed to Factory Monkey.
All right, whatever.
It's so cute when he gets like snippish. He doesn't. It really, when I do it at home, I can get him to snip once and I go, do it again, do it again, do it again.
All right, Mr. Factory Monkey.
You heard the right one before. I do think
Mm.
it's funny when he does that. They were definitely signed to Factory Monkeys. And no, The Exorcist was I didn't see it until you? Uh-huh.
The Exorcist?
I think
You're
so.
kidding.
Mm.
You said you watched it when you were little and against your parents' wishes, or
No, that was anything else. Um, which one was that one?
yeah, that's weird. I thought you watched it. You weren't supposed to watch R-rated movies, but you did watch that one.
Well, I had cable in my room with HBO. How
Mm.
do you not watch R-rated movies?
Yep.
Um, no, they had me scared about that one because the
Okay.
actress name was Linda Blair.
Right.
So I think it was Little House at the End of the Lane.
Oh, okay.
You remember when the horror movies were sort of prawnish?
You-
Yeah. So,
Then having you watch When a Stranger Calls, that's a whole other story. What did that get you out of?
I mean,
Yep.
we watched the movie. My dad didn't want me to work until I graduated from high school anyway. So we watched the movie. My dad turned to my mom and said, I guess she doesn't have to babysit anymore. I hadn't started yet. You hit that age about 13 and then 14, and then you start babysitting. And my mother was not amused. She went to the kitchen and banged things, and we just giggled.
Teenage PTSD.
I was 11.
11? Okay.
Yeah, 11 or 12, but I
Yeah.
was just at that age. My mother was about to farm my butt out to go babysit.
Hey, I had to do it.
Nope. Yeah, but you had a brother in the house. I didn't consider that babysitting when I was over at my friend's house and
Yeah.
her
No, I,
mom
I
was
did
working.
babysitting for neighbors' houses. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite phrase was, I don't babysit.
I mean, obviously, but
Well, I would have had fun. I had a
it's
twisted old
what you
daisy
had
old
to
chipper,
do. I
but I was scared Willis being home alone, remember? And I would have been, well, actually, I wasn't scared Willis. I had Haggard, so my dog. So I think being in somebody else's house without a pet, which might have been rare back then,
hmm,
would have bugged me. Oh well. Uh,
we're
blah
back,
blah
aren't you? Yep.
blah. The only monkeys I liked was the singing group. Davy Jones was my fave. Mickey
Yeah.
Dolenz. I never like the front guy ever.
Are any of them still alive?
Mickey Dolenz,
Okay.
I
Because
think.
which one just passed a
Wasn't
month
that
or so
Michael
ago?
Nesmith?
Was it?
I think
One of the
so.
monkeys passed
Come on,
earlier
people.
this year. Yeah. I'm not going to look it up.
I am.
All right.
You should. You're the one who's got the damn Xbox, iPad
Xpad.
that you were supposed to get fixed.
Yes. Mike Nesmith's mother invented liquid monkeys.
Yes, yes, she did invent a liquid monkeys, and he never had to work a day in his life.
Anybody like the Arctic monkeys? I don't know who they are, but I've heard the name. She's typing. Doo, 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 doo. What'd you find out?
Monkeys actually alive? What monkeys have died at Monkey World? There's a Monkey World. How do monkeys act? Alive monkeys. Monkeys, aliens, monkeys, alive or dead, monkeys, actions. It's going to be fun just to start typing things to see what pops up.
Wow. You Scooter Mom, you didn't get the notifications? That happens to me sometimes.
Make sure, are you a member? You are. See, I do. It happens to me now too. So I
Yeah.
think they're doing it on
Scooter
purpose.
Mom has her membership. Hey, Kobilf. I like the goofy looking
Hi,
keyboard
Khalil.
player. He was, oh, wow. Okay.
What?
No, we were talking about monkeys.
Monkeys?
Yeah.
Which one? What did you say?
I like the goofy looking keyboard player. He was to the monkeys as
Moki was to
Mookie was to
Fragile,
Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle
Okay.
Rock.
He said Fragile Rock,
I've never seen
which
Fraggle
is even
Rock.
better. Yep.
Uh, the goofy looking keyboard player. Who could that be, dear? That could be any of them.
Not enough of a fan to recall that one from memory.
I may be right. Mickey Dolenz, I think.
All right. Music history. Love it.
Yep. Davy died in 12. Peter Tork died in 19. Dolenz and Nesmith and took her farewell tour in 2021.
Okay.
Bummer.
So it doesn't show which one of them passed
This
this
tour
year?
concluded shortly before Nesmith's death later that year, leaving Dolenz
Okay.
as the sole surviving member of the Monkees.
Okay, maybe I'm just remembering wrong.
What?
About who passed this year.
Well, 2021 nowadays would be last year with COVID.
Okay, there's that.
He lived in Carmel. So he did the classic move up to the middle of the state thing.
Okay.
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
God, who else? Goldie Hawn. Yeah. There's a bunch of them lived in the middle of the state. But yeah, no, Nesmith was, or not Nesmith. Um, Mickey Dolenz was my favorite, so of
Okay.
course. I always like drummers for some stupid reason. Duran Duran. Um,
Interesting.
there's no drummer in DePici Modi.
I was just gonna say, yeah, who? Which drummer is that?
But that always crosses with the I'm gonna cry.
Oh, okay. Move away,
Um, Neil Peart.
dude. Who's Did I just say? I just called you dude.
Yeah, yeah, you
Yep.
did. At least you didn't call me bro.
Yeah. Neil Peart. He was the man.
And I saw him at least 3 times.
I never did.
I saw them at least three
Oh, I
times.
hate you.
Even four.
Oh,
I loved it here.
in
I don't
Oakland,
know
right?
why.
Oakland Coliseum.
Well, no, Oakland, San Francisco.
Yeah.
Might
Okay.
have seen them at Cal Palace once. I saw him at the Coliseum once. Saw him at the Cal Palace once. And weirdly enough, I think I saw him at like Bill Graham once.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that means they liked it because they were playing small ones. I think it was my first real concert. Real like rock concert. They dressed me up for it. I want to say Twisted Sister opened for them, and Billy Squire opened for Twisted Sister, and then Rush.
Okay.
That's what makes me think that also that they liked being around here because of the two bands they had, and they were in Bill Graham, which is a
Yeah.
really small theater
All right.
for a
Question.
major band.
Scooter Mom, have you seen Rush? I assume you have because you're from there. How many times?
And you're our age.
Yeah. Give it to tell us some Rush stories.
Everybody saying hi. Didn't you got the notification? You just didn't even know. Okay. Yeah, I know that. It's like when too many things are rattling around on my phone or my watch.
Rush is the Wagner of rock and roll.
It is. Madame
Okay.
Trash Heap? Was ist Madame Trash Heap?
Who knows?
They are all great, but Moki was the hippie felt elf of the Neverland's dreams. I never watched Trigal Rock. Sorry, guys. Uh, Greece's King Alexander died of monkey bite in 1920. Thank you, Fuzz. You have now joined the crowd of, what is it? Um,
Useless trivia?
no, no, no,
No.
no. There's a highbrow name for it.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember the name for it. It's like
Almost useless trivia.
no, no, no. It's like not irresponsible, but something ear something knowledge.
I'm as tired as you are.
I know. Now you can see we're not smarter than each other.
Yep.
Brain has went to go hide out in Birdie's head right now. So
Oh, wow. Scooter Mom has not seen Rush, only listened to him. Okay. It's
never
fine.
saw Rush.
It's fine.
Oh, sweetie. Yeah, they did. Oh, that's that my the first boyfriend I lived with. He was maybe 128 soaking wet, 6 foot, total had a guitar. They used to have one of our roommates once was a punk rock band member who had a guitar. They used to go hang out in the basement of the house, about 12 of them with their gorgeous guitars. And yeah, no, total prep girl, preppy punk girl who is dating a rocker. It was hilarious. And the reason we got together was Rocky Homo Biscuit Throw. So he played Frankenfurter, and I was a magenta. Can't you tell? But I did do Janet my Virgin show. So there. Uh, Depeche Mode's current drummer left to pursue a career in Korea.
Ah,
Oh,
Adam is very on point today.
I've got all the links, including that someone's ready. Now I need to write my notes up. Ah, oh, cool. Yay.
First scooter report.
But you're gonna, you can always text. Did I text? I haven't texted you, right? Um, did I text you? Oh, I thought you weren't awake. And when you were awake, because I was literally sending her an email from club,
Oh, okay.
and she answered me right there, and I went, and then I'm thinking, no, somebody will probably read my phone, even though I have security screens. I have security screens on absolutely everything I own, so you can't see it from the side.
True.
Let's see. Okay. Well, okay, if Rush is the Wagner of rock and roll, then what is Queen? Mm, uh, Useless Stars, or you're not Useless Buzz, please. I've never
And yes,
seen.
the brush borrowed from Rand. Yes, that was all Pert. Pert, he's the one that was into that stuff, and uh, uh, Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson were like, we just want to work on the music. Pert wants to take care of writing this stuff. Awesome, let's have him do it. So that was all.
I think
That
that's
was
when I
him.
went to Alex Lifeson, because yeah, um,
Yeah.
there was this one guy who realized I might had half a brain, had me read Fountainhead,
Oh boy.
read it, went, is this a joke? He didn't speak to me after that. So found Rush, found the drummer, thought it was really cool. Then somebody said he was really into Ayn Rand, and I went, "Oh, okay." So now I like the little new wave guy who's playing on the rock band because that's what Hurt looked like. He looked like he belonged in, like B-52s, not in Rush.
Yes. The early '80s.
Yeah,
Yes.
in the early '80s,
Yes. He was definitely mullet boy.
not Mullet Boy.
He was mullet boy.
No, he had like a
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
and he
I'm
wore
the wrong word.
blazers that had checks on them. Don't make me go pick up the
Okay.
picture.
All right, Mrs. Whatever.
Mrs. Whatever.
Queen is the Gershwin of rock. Okay. Hey, that's Adam's opinion, not mine.
No.
Hmm. The wheels are turning. I've never seen Rush. I got HPV from a libertarian at a Helix concert.
You always saw that way.
All right, Cobell. We'll allow it. Not sure
Um,
why YouTube didn't block that comment.
let me see. Beethoven is fifth years. That's what
Okay.
Queen could be.
Okay.
But Gershwin, I'm sorry, it is not a tap dancey band.
We'll have to agree to disagree on that one,
I never got to
guys.
see them.
Yep. Queen is life. That is all. Yes, Scooter.
That is the only band that I really wanted to see that I didn't. I've even seen Wings, okay? And oh God. I think I've seen Ringo Starr. Uh don't know.
No, I've never seen Queen. I thought maybe I had, but no.
Still support key concepts from Rand. Of course you do, Adam. You're a boy
With a big giant head.
with a big giant head.
The lol, Cobell.
I mean, I can always read it again. She was rather butch, okay? And that was I back when I was younger, I used to actually read books to like for real. Um as now where I read them just to practice reading. No. Um so and when I was sorry, 17, not 18. I thought that I could read anybody's idea and make the decision for myself. So maybe that's why I know all about those stupid religions. Um, but yeah, I really thought it was a fiction, real fiction, not like I want this to happen.
Okay. Plausible fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, that was the age of me wanting Blade Runner to be real. So yeah, that age. Let's see.
Support the parts of Rand that let me smoke weed and not maintain my lawn. Okay. Yeah.
I lived
Hope.
a sheltered
Yeah.
life because my parents were classical jazz musicians. Listening to rock was not encouraged, not fully discouraged either. Ah,
Okay. Okay.
San Francisco. I've heard everything.
Yes.
From I'm trying to think, who did we know besides Santana? I've seen Santana live so many times that when people started really paying for him, I'd be like, why? He used to play all the parades back in the 70s. So, all the parades on the mission, all the things happening in the mission. He was always at. If it wasn't him, it was a bunch of people. If it wasn't him, I think I've seen probably Parliament free. Uh, because they would also, if there was something going on that night, people would come and rehearse at
Uh,
whatever fair was going on.
oh, okay.
So that's why nobody ever knew of these either. That was the funny part. It's like, I used to see all these bands. They look familiar. They look familiar. And my father would go, yeah, you saw them when you were like 5.
Rock on.
Exactly.
Bilf HOA is A.
Huh?
Adam's got Kofefe going on.
Ah. Oh, I'm glad you love Santana is totally like one of those comfort music for me. Um, I always say can't stand it, don't want to be around it, but if it's playing somewhere, I'm just like, now I want macaroni and cheese or a burrito. It's it's something I grew up with. Like I said, my bio dad said you've been around them since as long as you can remember, basically. So, because I said something to him snarky once when I was like 16 about why are people going to pay for Santana? And he goes, it's the band that was at, the parades. I'm like, yeah. And he goes, they didn't go to those parades. He's like trying to go, knock, knock, hello. And you know my father.
Well enough to know that that makes sense.
Yes. You saw Parliament live. Reggie Modeling was great. Yes. They had to have. They could have played somebody's birthday party. Who knows? Just as friends. Um, because yeah, you had the most interesting music going on, and most interesting live music during the summer, depending on what neighborhood you were in.
Mm.
So that was the cool thing on a weekend. Mostly Friday and Saturday nights. Sunday nights, you could tell where the moms were saying that they had church and they had to be good. But during the summer, especially on hot days, you would have these most incredible bands playing in Berkeley and Oakland, San Leandro, and it's like, wow, that sounds familiar. And it's like, later when the music comes out on like a record, you're like, that sounds familiar. And somebody goes, oh yeah, that was them. They were practicing over there. One of their guys lives over there, and they can make loud noise. So yeah, the music scene around here was as from the mid to late 60s to the mid to late 70s, it was as incredible as people said it was. So that was the cool thing.
Jealous.
Totally. Um, Santana stuff, Alice Coltrane was trippy, I bet. I introduced my mom to Queen with Bohemian Rhapsody. Ah, my mother introduced Bowie to me with Major Tom. Yeah, she didn't like anything else. But if I put on Bowie, she was a happy camper. She was country and western, both of them. Um, which was cool because I had the old guys, so it didn't really suck. So I had the outlaws and all of that stuff. But Bowie, Fifth Dimension, I had the records. The Guess Who, those were all of her records. And if I found something playing with that on, she'd listen to any of that. But Bowie, I could turn on Bowie anytime, and I go, "That's him. That's Bowie." She go, "Oh, okay." So, when he died, that's what that is.
Yep. You see it?
That's his star. So I saw him 5 times, and I saw Marilyn Manson open for him once. I saw
You saw Trent Reznor open for
Trent
him.
Reznor open for him once. He likes to give the funky guys a chance.
Yep.
So, yeah, when Marilyn Manson was cool, I thought it was neat that he opened for him. Um, I think it was my mom's secret crush. That's why.
Marilyn Manson?
Bowie. So yeah, people think that it's a Sanrio thing, and it's like, no, that is Bowie. Fine, whatever. So, I got to see all the bands I've ever wanted to see, and I got to see them for hella cheap. I went to go look for Gaga tickets,
Uh,
$300 for
this
the
now this
nosebleed.
this this round, you
Yeah,
mean?
for the nosebleed. Uh, VIP is 5,000 from the site.
Good Lord.
I think that's with an after meet too, though.
Okay.
I don't really want to meet her. I just want to
Yeah.
be able to see her.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's truly outrageous. I'm so glad I didn't like Taylor Swift when she was here. So I like her now, but I didn't like her then. And I'm glad I didn't want to go see Beyonce. So, um, I'm basically responsible for getting Gaga introduced into the goth scene here. Because
True. She's been told. Yep.
I've been told straight up by two people, two separate people who would know. And because I took a friend of mine to Gaga because I had just been watching like all of her videos or something. It was her first tour. It was still really nice for a tour, for a Virgin tour. It was amazing. And I got the tickets. I got a credit card to get the tickets a day in advance. Um, and as Papa Cat, didn't even think about it. I just like I got the tickets. I'm like,
Hmm.
I got Gaga. Are you gonna come with me? And he was like, No.
Yeah. She's one of those like, girl pop singers. I'm not interested.
I'm like,
Oh well.
I didn't even show him anything. I'm like, fine.
Yep.
Called a friend of mine and said, You want to go see Lady Gaga with me? And he goes, Don't know her, but I'll go. I'm like, okay. And that was it. He took it and ran. He was playing her at the clubs.
They
He was,
played they played
they still play her at DNA at Death Cab for
I
Cutie.
forget the song. They played one song off her new album
Oh,
last night. Not Disease, not Abracadabra, but I forgot. I can look it up.
Mary,
Hmm?
Blood Mary,
Yeah, Bloody Mary, or
Bloody Mary.
it's something,
Yeah,
some variation of that.
yeah, very goth.
Yeah, very.
So, yeah, she plays in the club every Monday.
Pretty much. Yep.
I found out that I was responsible for her about 5 years ago when they were playing Gaga and the guy that I had taken. I went, "Oh, you still play Gaga?" And he goes, "Hun, you're the reason we play Gaga." And I'm like, "Oh." He goes, "I wouldn't have known of her if I didn't go see that concert." He said, he goes, "I don't think it had been the same if I saw her on television as opposed to seeing her there." And I have a thing for being right
It
straight.
was it was a
So
small venue, but it wasn't a stadium, right?
yeah, it was.
Oh, was it?
It was San Jose.
San Jose. Okay.
No, it was big.
Okay, so it was big.
Well,
All right.
she was already probably well enough known because it was the True Romance. So she was already in the videos with what's his name?
Okay.
The German guy. So she was known like you said, you thought she was a pop
Yeah.
queen.
Yeah, it
She
was
was known as a pop queen, but she was the alternative Madonna type.
it was fluff to me then,
Yeah. So
but now I appreciate her art more. Oh well.
she graduated from Institute of Art.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
Can't deny the talent.
um I do not remember where I was going with this.
Of all the Rogers, Ranking Roger was the Ranking Roger. Yeah.
Let's see. Bowie's real name was Davy Jones.
Speaking of the
Yes.
monkeys connection, yeah.
And the reason Bowie changed his name because they told him he couldn't be the second Davy Jones at the same time. So his management realized that he'd be just as popular as David Jones. So that's why he had to become David Bowie. Don't think that I wouldn't know that. The truth there, though. I saw Sonny Rollins a couple of times speaking of secret crushes. How cute. For 5K, I better get a fan cruise and a kiss casket.
Yeah, I
That's
would agree.
what I should do. I should play Gaga behind me. Friend of mine, that friend
That
made me a Gaga portrait.
just go right
It's
on one of
a
those
lovely one.
thingies. Yeah, it's a piece of art.
Yeah, it's her with her Mickey Mouse glasses on. Um, And for the longest time, he didn't want it anywhere that was public. So I hung it on a corner of a wall because they're all
The artist
metal
just
bracing.
didn't want it
You
displayed. Oh,
didn't.
I did.
You didn't. I wanted to put it somewhere, and you're like, no, 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 I don't think it goes there. It was
What
funny.
was wrong with me?
No.
Yeah, I'm
So I've
much
had
better
it.
now.
I got metal hooks on everything I could possibly get a metal hook on, and I just hung her there because she's hung up by a wire. It's a portrait. Um, on a block. So, and she's been hanging there since we got here because that's the first thing I did was put her there because I didn't want her to get messed up. And now it's just like, well, you said you didn't want her up somewhere, like you said. So maybe I'll put her behind me.
Yeah, there's a spot right there.
There's a spot right there.
Okay, there's lots of
Or there's
spots.
lots of spots.
The
Yeah.
wall, the
Well,
wall of Daiso.
one of these days when I redo my wall, because I have to redo the wall, we'll do it as a Monday. Who hell, maybe we'll even do it tomorrow. Who knows? That way everybody can give me their opinions. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I know. That'll take 4 hours.
You know what opinions are like.
Yeah, it's like assuming. Lady
Uh,
Gaga, what about Lord Goo Goo? Oh my God.
well, of course, why did Lady Gaga use that name?
Oh my God, I forgot.
It's from Radio Gaga, Queen. So there's a Queen connection.
That would explain everything now.
Yep, yep.
Oh, and you know that Bowie and Freddie did not record it together. It was recorded separate. The song.
Oh, okay.
He
Did
was
not know that.
sick at the time.
All right.
Too sick.
Okay.
Yeah. So he was already sick at the time that they did it. I was sort of bummed. I can't remember where the hell I learned that one from. Probably some listening to Bowie thing. Or listening to Freddie Mercury thing. So, oh, superstitions, because it's why Freddie Mercury never got his teeth fixed.
Oh.
Because he was afraid if he got his buck teeth fixed,
Hmm.
it would screw up his voice.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
So,
maybe he was right.
and the high falsetto was not Freddie Mercury. It was the blonde guy. The very, very, very high falsetto is not Freddie Mercury.
Okay. Oh, you mean when they in
Yeah.
the chorus?
Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah.
Okay.
That is the blonde guy. I think he's a bass player. Anyway,
Yeah.
uh now you'll have to play. You know, I don't know any of that because he got sick and died right afterwards, and I didn't want to play it because it's going to make me cry because, Tony Bennett's basically the, adopted son for San
Yeah.
Francisco. So when I saw that, because they were showing it all, I wasn't like hanging out anywhere where music was playing. I saw that and I saw them, and he winds up dying a week later, and I'm like, So I could probably watch it now, but yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, that's all you heard because he we took him and covered him in rainbows because he was ours. That's why what New York took him back and we're like, that's not fair. So I should. Uh Eddie Vedder didn't die in that shootout with Ticketmaster for us to be charged $5,000 for Lady Perry Swift.
Yeah. What was that all about?
I was so bummed. I was ready, willing, and able to get another credit card so I could get Gaga. I still call that credit card Gaga. You got banned from Gilman Street for attending a Lady Gaga concert.
No, I
You're from. Do I know that he's from around here?
don't. Maybe, but he knows what Gilman is. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say he knows what Gilman is, so either he travels a lot or he's from around here.
Well, don't go Belf, but you get props for that one.
Yeah, totally.
Hell, it wouldn't
Most of the people on here don't know what you're talking about.
wouldn't Billy Joe Armstrong be banned from Gilman now too? Green Day sold out.
Then again, Green Day played at one of my friends' house parties when they were just that band.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize it was them until maybe a month after well, when the song got really popular, and I went, they sound familiar. And I'm like, holy crap, that was a band that was playing at the house party that my friend had.
Yeah, you get mad props for that one,
No,
or for being in the right place at the right
I
time.
was gonna say, yeah, it's just being in the right. Come on,
You-
I told Steve Perry that he had a big
Big
nose,
nose, right?
so And my friend got her shoulder signed by Rutger Hauer. It's called San Francisco.
Okay,
Okay, it's Bay
that's
Area.
some weird trivia. Adam, I
So
got banned from Gilman Hot Springs for going to a David Mayo concert. Ah, yep.
let's not
All right.
punk rock at them. Oh no, 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 no. These aren't the same type of people, sweetie. Gilman are a whole bunch of I've got my head up my butt so far, and I think I don't smell it.
It's the tiny little venue in Berkeley where the Bay Area punk scene started, and you know that's where the
There's a debate on that, you know that.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, that's why everybody makes fun of Gilman Street. Do they even exist anymore?
I haven't kept up for years, but I know that building has been threatened to be, sold and converted to
Well,
something
yeah, because
else.
the other one's gone.
Yeah. Actually, you piqued my curiosity.
Well, Bowie def more talented than Davy Jones and Monkeys. Um, not Michael Nesmith. He was really damn talented. I'd say maybe along the way. Remember, Bowie was also beautiful. When you're that pretty, you get away with a lot of things. So he was very intelligent. Nesmith also wrote a lot. So have you ever seen his movie? Oh God,
Who's
Nesmith's movie.
um,
It should show it.
well, the answer is
Elephant Parts.
it looks like it's still
Oh my!
this is a 2025 picture.
Is
So
there an event page for it?
uh oh well,
We could all bomb it with old people.
the list would be if you're any of you really locals know Steve Kepke, he had the concert list on email before the web, and Gilman was like front and center in all those shows, but I don't think he does the list anymore.
Elephant Parts. It was a great movie. It was a bunch of those little things put together. So, um, we didn't sell out. We bought in. Yep. Yep. I saw Alanis Morissette in a small club about a year before she hit it big. F and A, Scooter Mom. That woman used to be able to sing you into a crying jag like you wouldn't believe. You listen to Iman? I want to see what their child looks like. I haven't seen their child.
uh,
Bowie's and Iman's.
yeah, his name is
Her name,
sorry, her name?
unless she went non-binary.
Okay, but it was something Jones, right?
I think so.
Was a like a
I thought,
isn't it Zoe? Isn't Zoe the child of?
no, that's Bowie's other
Oh,
daughter.
okay, we're thinking of a different child.
You're thinking of the first wife.
Okay, yes. Oh, with a mom,
Yeah.
mom, yeah. What is today?
Alexandria Lexis Jones.
Okay,
Alexandra Zahra Jones.
and the answer is yeah. There. What's today? The 22nd?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tonight at Gilman, 2 nights of a something called Crewneck Summerfest 3. So, yep, still going, and
Oh,
they have a schedule.
oh no. Okay. Yeah. No.
And their policy still is no drugs, no alcohol, and no assholes. So yeah,
Drink before.
it's exactly. It's an alcohol-free venue. 15 bucks a night.
It's all ages, isn't it?
Doors at 5:30. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, definitely.
She looks like her mom and dad.
Oh, you have it. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Hey, Kelly's here. SP never ends in Artology Kelly. Hi, everyone. YouTube had me unsubscribed, so check that you are still subbed. Okay. Thanks for the reminder, SPTV Kelly.
Okay. There was something else. Oh, I was getting dressed, and what was I watching or listening to? Was um Xenu TV. It was a radio show from 12/1/97. Dennis Prager, about the New York Times front page story and President Heber Jentz about Lisa McPherson. It's really interesting.
Hmm.
Um, the president, they interviewed him, um, and they interviewed someone, a psychologist or a psychiatrist from, or a teacher from Canada, and it was on KCAL, the talk radio show down in LA, I would assume.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, in 97. And it was really cool. But this one guy, he had a caller call in. And it's one of those things I've always wondered was how did you go from being a going to a teaching acting class to becoming a Scientologist? The guy was explaining it. I think he was both sides and wasn't sure about maybe to jump out because he said he went to it, or he did a commercial. I'm sorry. He did a commercial, got paid, but he had to go to the registrar's office to get paid. And they would bug him for like a half an hour to get him to join before they'd pay him. And he'd just say, pay me. Second time, they called him back again for another one. I guess they must have realized that he was easily hooked. So they second time they had him do a commercial, put him in the registrar's office to get paid. And then the people did it again, and he wound up in Scientology. So that's probably how they did the all of the actors, and that's probably how they got them in because, when you come to LA, actors always work weird jobs before, weird commercials before. And it's like at least it sort of answered part of my question because it was just like acting class. They didn't hire in-house, and it's like that's why. Because who are usually at the down and out if they're doing commercials? Actors. And that's how you get it when they're down and
Yeah.
out.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was on Xenu TV's website or YouTube channel. Check it out. It's totally interesting. And he put them in so they sound really good. They don't sound like bad radio. He's remastered it. So you guys should watch out. That's the one thing I did watch, remember today.
Was that?
That I wrote it down too as fast as it's why I barely could
Okay. Yeah. It
understand
was
it.
like, whose handwriting are you reading there? Your own,
Mine,
right?
I can't read my own
Yeah.
handwriting
Yeah.
sometimes. So that's the one thing for Scientology for today. Jagged little cry. Yes.
Eh. Oh, did you see what that's in reference to?
Alanis Morissette.
Yeah. Okay.
I said she will, you know, she'll leave you in a pile of tears.
Yeah. No, I just noticed Scooter said she saw Alanis
But she was really cool as God.
and Dogma. Yes.
I love Dogma. Can't help it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Bowie was a phenomenal talent in many ways. Yes, definitely. And he knew how to sell himself. I mean, are you kidding? Somebody with a deformity of a large pupil as he had, and being blind or half blind,
Yeah.
and he turns that into basically a prop. Best thing on the planet. But it also didn't help that he was gorgeous. Okay, 113. We're done. I will see you guys tomorrow from here because it's Monday, since I don't have a bodyguard. Oh,
Kelly became a member. Welcome to Miss Me.
hey.
Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate it.
She was also good on You Can't Do That on Television. Who?
Alanis?
Alanis? Really?
I don't know.
She was a kid actor? It's possible.
Okay, that rings a bell.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's right.
I thought it was the other one. Jewel, or not Jewel, but there was another one.
Sarah McLachlan? No.
No. Sarah
I'm
McLachlan.
thinking of Canadians.
Uh-oh. The Transamerica Pirates.
Oh, okay.
We're done. We're
Fuzz,
done.
Fuzz has declared that we're done, so
Yes.
I guess we have to be
And she
done.
does run my world.
She does. Yep.
Like, sub, member, go buy toothpaste. Because God knows what's going to happen now. So I will see you
Yeah.
guys tomorrow. Okay?